California's north coast is beautiful and kind of foggy, and Humboldt County's Trinidad Head juts far enough west to monitor much more than fog.
Some of the exceedances that we see in California to those national ambient air quality standards is from contaminated air, ozone-rich air coming off of the Pacific from the Asian continent.
Michael Ives is station chief at the Trinidad Head Observatory, an antenna-spiked far western bastion of experimentation, observation, and investigation. A pretty tiny bastion, really, but there are some impressive spikes here.
You're looking at the solar radiation rack, which basically is measuring long wave, short wave, and visible solar radiation. And a big part of the instrumentation is NOAA instrumentation. We also have a NASA CMEL instrument that's telling us the radiation that is penetrating through the atmosphere, and also the radiation which is upwelling back to the atmosphere.
Trinidad Head is part of an intricate web of weather and climate monitoring stations that circles the globe. There are actually sub-networks, too.
The Trinidad Head site is unique because it fills in a hole for the Earth System Research Laboratory network of baseline observatories, including South Pole, American Samoa, Mauna Loa, Barrow, Alaska, Summit, Greenland, and then also Trinidad Head. A bigger global network is referred to as the World Meteorological Organization Global Atmospheric Watch Network, and there's over 500 of these observatories globally.
Inside this small box-like building is an arsenal of meteorological and climate monitoring technology. That includes devices for measuring aerosols and other particles so closely scientists can tell what they're made of and where they come from.
The LiDAR is interesting. It's called a micropulse LiDAR, and it projects a laser beam into the atmosphere, and the light then gets reflected or scattered off of the particles back down to the instrument. And since we can time the release of photons from the instrument, we know where that particle exists in the atmosphere. And so it measures these particles continuously over time.
Michael Ives says there's a lot to measure coming our way from Asia, particularly ozone and greenhouse gases.
Principally, we're measuring air that's passed over the Pacific and then impinges on the California coastline.
Those measurements underscore the fact that air quality and global warming really are a challenge for the entire planet.